Beautiful spirits. Hello from, well, I was going to say sunny Jonesboro, Arkansas, but it's dark. But we've got the most gorgeous, it's like an orange golden moon tonight. It's coming off the full moon and it is just gorgeous. And the weather is just my time of the year. It's amazing. I love this time of year. Anyway, so you haven't joined us yet, but thank you ahead of time for joining us. Um, let's see, what do I need to tell you? Well, today is October 8th, 2025. And we got all kinds of stuff going on in the ethers. So people are losing their shit. And, I understand. So I wore this tonight. Fine balance. And I know you can't read it. It says Ian's blah, 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 and blah. But it's fine balance because that's sort of what we're looking to do is find some balance. And I think in more than anything, it's spiritual balance because that's sort of what I'm into. But whatever is out of balance in your life, whatever is out of whack, it needs to be addressed, whether it be a relationship or finance or friendships or whatever you have. So who has showed up? There you are, Tammy. Hello. Hello, Teresa. So Tammy, I'm gonna go on and do your I've shuffled and I laid the cards out because I know you gotta go. So what I've got is you're dealing with health issues and it is something you caught on a trip. Something happened that you caught on a trip that needs to be addressed. You got to take care of yourself. I'm not sure you've overdone it. You've overdone it, and your body is reeling. It's almost like you're needing the rest. I don't know how to read, how to do exactly get an exact answer for this. Let me see if the angel cards can tell us anything. Hi, Debbie, you made it. Hi, Tony. So, let's see. Actually, what do you need to do? Passion. Trust and follow your renewed passion in your love life and career. That's it. You need to go get laid. That's it. That's the answer to all your problems. Okay, maybe not. I cracked my shit up. Clear audience. Notice your reoccurring physical and emotional feelings. They signify divine guidance. Really, you're being told to take it easy more than anything. I think rest. I also think something to do with detoxification of the liver, maybe kidneys, liver, something to do with that. So there was a thing once upon a time that I heard about. It was olive oil and gosh, I can't remember the other thing that you put in, and it was supposed to clean the system out. You may want to like Google that or gargle that. But anyway, so yeah, you got to start taking things easy. Lemon juice, that's it, and cayenne pepper. That's right. Bingo, you win. Yeah, do that. Hello, Roy. Roy's here. Thank God Roy's here. So let's see. The next thing is I had another person call in. Hi, Faye. And I had two questions that I'm going to do real quick. So this first question is for Tim, wanting to know when he should retire. Of course, my smart ass self says, 10 years ago, but that's not true. So when does Tim need to retire? It ain't yet. It says 2 years. And you make it, Tim, 2 years. There, things are getting easier over the next 2 years. I know that you've been doing this a very long time, but it shows that things are getting easier. They're actually taking some pressure off of you. Something to do with their sending you in a new direction, something you love much more than what you're doing. You're very good at what you're doing, but you're tired of. I mean, I just know that because I know you. But they're getting ready to send you to a better place. So the next 2 years should be a lot more comfortable. Well, Roy, I'm Roy, so that would be you, the one that just joined. We're the two Roys here. Anyway, um, now Angie, you want to know if you should go back to school? I think it's become an addiction, but if you love it, do it. If I could have, I would have kept going. But boy, your plate is full. I get that question. I just feel tired even thinking about you going to school. Oh, so it's not formal schooling that they're doing. It is being on the job training somehow or another. You're being, um, I'm trying to think how to put this. It's in the healing arts, obviously, because you're a nurse, but it is to do with whatever your job is, they're sending you for training onto something where you're actually going to be teaching or training other people to do something. And you are going to absolutely adore it. It is my sense is you're beginning to get burned out already. And maybe it's the hours and all. I don't think it's like the clients you have. I don't think it's the babies. But hi, Angie. Um, I think that you need to be open to what's being offered because you've got two major arcana. You got the star card, which is healing, and then you've got the chariot, which is the universe moving you forward. And this is a card of something you love, and you don't even know what it is yet. So I would put off going to school until we see what this is. Let's see. Um, okay, so who else? We got 8 people on here so far. This is awesome. So my readings are free tonight, but if you care to contribute to my life, Cash App me or Venmo me. And if you want a personal, private, super duper reading, contact me at rstanksly@gmail.com. Okay, so um anybody got a question or should I get into some stuff I wanted to talk about tonight? I was hoping maybe well here they come. So I want oh, Angie, I love you all so much. Anyway, so I want to talk about tonight. I've been thinking about this week what I kind of wanted to bring up. And so I have this thing where stuff comes out of my mouth that is extremely intuitive. It's very psychic. And I don't know why it happens. I don't know how it happens. I just know that it happens. And I always kind of, it's very freaky when it does. And I'm gonna give you some examples, but I've been going back in my life trying to figure out when did this start. And the first thing I ever remember happening was I was probably 12 or 13 years old, and I was with my siblings. They were all older; they were adults, and there was a plane crash, and all our county commissioners in the little town in Colorado, little county in Colorado, were killed in this plane crash, all of them. And one of them was the father of my brother, one of my brother's best friends. And when I heard this, I said, "Oh no, no, no! He's already been dead. He's been dead a while. So they've got this wrong." And they're arguing with me like, "No, he just died. It's on the radio." I said, "I know that, but it's not right." And then I said, he was killed in a plane crash. That part's right. Anyway, it turns out I was wrong, that it had not happened yet. But in my mind, I would have bet money. I was arguing. I just knew it already happened. And what I realized at that point in time, a lot of the stuff that happened in life, I always kind of like sort of thought it already happened. It was like I had been living on misinformation for stuff that hadn't occurred. And then the other side of that too was that my dreams were so vivid when I was young, and I would dream stuff and it was false information would not come true. So I was running my life on false information. Hey, Adrian. Um, I'm so glad you're here. I forgot to remind you. My bad. Anyway, so that was in my teens. But it really started. with Faye, I mean, during that time when I first got into this, Faye spirit has been with me for 37-ish years, 30 since 1987, whatever that is. And there was some weird stuff, and I'm really glad that she's been on this journey with me because she has kept me very much. Um, she's like my historian on all this. But one of the first things I remember happening was she was doing some healing work on me, and we were in a room in her house, and she had to leave to, I don't know, go to the bathroom or go do something. And I'm laying there on the floor, and I hear her and her boyfriend like talking. Like through the wall, I could hear them talking. And I was like, "Oh, okay." And she comes back in, and I said, "So, when did Steve?" Well, hi, Robin. Um, I said, "Oh, face, well, you're so much older than that." Anyway, I said, "So, when did Steve get home?" She said, "Steve's not home." I said, "Well, I just heard you all talking." She said, Nobody's here. Nobody was talking." And I was like, "Okay, yes, yes, I think they were." But anyway, it turns out they weren't. Um, So I was like having auditory hallucinations, I thought. So that was kind of weird. But the other thing too that happened during that time was that, and I don't remember exactly the story, but it seems like I was at her house and I looked under a bed or something and I saw a black cat. And she said, "I don't have a black cat." And I said, "Well, you have one coming to you." And within just a very short time, um, hi, Yesenia. Uh, Yesenia. Um, She got that black cat, and we did that 2 or 3 times, if I remember right, and I've done that with other people where I've seen animals that weren't there, and I'm like, "Well, you got one coming to you." They do. But more recently, so I gotta tell you this story, last week, what happened. Um, I have a friend in New York City who is from here, or was living here, and, she came to visit, and she brought a friend with her who I never met. And we were having like coffee together or something at a restaurant, and her friend wanted to know like how do readings work, and I said I really don't know how they work. I said, I'll be doing readings, and suddenly I'll get something and I'll go, like, for instance, I'm associating watermelon with you. And she said, "Oh, okay." I said, "No, I'm associating watermelon with you." And her friend and the other woman, their jaws dropped because just prior to coming and meeting with me sometime earlier in the day, they talked about how watermelon being her favorite fruit, and they'd had quite a conversation about that. It just fell out of my mouth. It wasn't anything I thought about. It just was sort of like there. I'm just like, I, associate watermelon with you. I could have said submarines. I mean, I didn't know what it was. And that was, it's show stopping and it kind of catches my breath when that happens. But a really cool one happened this past weekend. I do readings out of a store in Memphis called the Broom Closet. And if ever you get a chance, I mean, look it up online, the Broom Closet, Memphis. It's a really massively cool metaphysical store. Anyway, I'm doing readings there on the weekends. And so I have a little office there or a room that I go in, but people come out and I like to go chat with the clients and all. And there was a young couple coming in their 20s, and I looked at him and I don't even know that I said hi to him or anything, but I looked at him and I went back to the bathroom. Now this is way too much information, but one of the things that happens with me is when I go back to pee, stuff talks to me. I guess it's because I'm relaxed and I can hear all this stuff. Anyway, I'm sitting there and I like piano. Hmm. I get piano. I'm like, well, someone out there is connected to a piano. And then it went further, it was like a jazz piano. I went, that's rather specific. So there's two young people I work with on Sundays. It's just the three of us. And so I was associating actually with a young man that came in with a woman because he looked like a musician. Um, but I didn't know, and I really didn't want to just go up there and go, "Hi, are you?" Whatever. So I went and asked the other two people I work with. I'm like, "Do either of you play the piano?" They're like, "No, no." I'm like, "Well, I think one of them, does." So they encouraged me. So I went up to the couple. I said, "Excuse me, I just got to know, do either of you play piano?" And I looked at him. I said, "Do you play piano?" He said, "No." I said, "Okay, because you really look like a musician." He goes, "I'm not a musician at all." She says, "I play piano." And I was like, "Oh, okay, so it's you." I said, "Do you play jazz piano?" She goes, "I play jazz piano. I play all kinds of piano. I have since I was like 12 years old. And I've not been into it lately. I've been saying I really need to get into it." And I said, "Well, that's really, that's really cool." I said, "But it's so strange because I'm associating the piano with him." And I pointed to him. And he said, "That's really weird. You pick up piano. That was just really weird." So she walked off and he walked by me and said, "I'm buying her a piano for Christmas." I get it now. So anyway, yeah, it's really weird when that stuff happens. I never know what to expect. During my readings, I'll look up and I'll say something. I have described houses people were going to buy. I have described types of businesses. It just comes out of my mouth. It's not anything that I um, conjure up. I don't even know if it's real. I always ask it kind of like, does Las Vegas, Nevada mean anything to you? And they're like, "Ah, I'm going there next week. That is so strange." And I'm like, okay. So anyway, that's how this works for me. I don't get a lot of real negative, like, "Oh my God, don't do that stuff." Sometimes I'll tell people it wouldn't be wise. Um, oh yeah. Oh, I forgot that. I made Faye pregnant. Hi, Brooke. So I was doing a reading for Faye, and this was years ago. We were sitting in a coffee shop, I think, or at a IHOP or something. And the card of pregnancy came up. I said that I think you're pregnant. She said, "There's no way I could be pregnant." And sure as shit, the gal was knocked up. Sure as shit. So anyway, hello, Laura. Oh, it's so good to see you, Tony. You got me on this game. I don't know how I feel about it. I got to be honest. I got to get past this first part because it's driving me crazy. Yeah, I got news for you, Faye. That was not my fault that you were pregnant. There was no way you can make that my fault. There's just no way. Sorry. You wish. Because I have such divine, genetic DNA. Okay, maybe not. But anyway, I do. I probably do. A lot of alcoholism and drug addiction. But other than that, it's great DNA. So, who wants a reading? Come on, speak up, people. I'm sitting here just chatting away. Teresa, what are you going on with my digestive system, please? It's allergies. What are you eating different? I think it's some kind of fruit. Are you having a hard time digesting? Is that the problem? Because I get a sense that are you eating more fruit these days than Teresa? Are you eating more fruit today than normal or something? Something very acidic? No? Okay, then I don't know. Let me see what the cards say. I don't know. It didn't answer. Maybe I need to use another day. I don't know. The gallbladder. Let's see if I can figure this out. Oh, you're detoxing. I think you got to. How long has this been going on? Because you might have a bug. Oh, it's stress. You got the card of chaos and confusion. It's coming to an end pretty soon. So part of your thing is stress. But I really, I really think it. Oh, thank you. I really think that's an allergy. I don't know what kind of allergy, but it's something. It just feels like your body. When I say allergy, it's not the kind that make you break out. It's the kind that you're allergic to a food. and it's shooting through you. So I don't know what that is. But I'm hoping you go, regardless what I say, I hope you go to a doctor and figure it out. Because yeah, I don't know, Teresa. I really don't. I don't know. Okay, Brooke, what do you want to know, girl? Okay, good. I'm glad you're doing that. Let me know what it turns out to be. Brooke, I've got tarot, angel, spirit animal, and messages from the animal guides. Which deck do you want and what question do you have? Irritable bowel syndrome. Tarot doll face, what do you want to know? Custody battle. Okay. What is the outcome of the custody battle? Hmm. There is an option coming that you're not seeing yet, and it's not one you're going to like, but it is fair. So I don't know exactly what that means, but I want you to keep in mind that the child is protected. Um, that's like the key here is that the child is protected. But there is a, I wonder, see what the messenger cards have to say about it. Spider. Trust the creative spark your feeling and express it through writing stories that inspire and enlighten. Um, my sense is what that has to do with is you need to write a letter to the court and do a documentation of everything that has come down in the situation. So I'm going to ask it this way. What is the ultimate outcome of custody battle? I don't like these questions. They hurt my heart. Well, you're gonna it's the universe has got this. Your higher power, whatever it is hi River Rat. 1963, great year for babies, bad year for presidents. That's the year that I was born to. Anyway, hi. Yeah, it's gonna work out for the best. I just don't think that you're gonna get exactly everything you want, but it's gonna be the best for the child. So who else? Who else we got going here? Let's see what spirit animal oracle cards say tonight. You're welcome, Brooke. Let's see what spirit animal oracle cards say tonight. Just a general reading. Mhm. Koala, spirit has a plan. Dragonfly, truth transcends illusion. And giraffe, see the big picture. Okay. So what this tells me is that whatever you're stressing for around, the universe spirit already is got it taken care of. It's not anything you can do about it. And truth transcends illusion. Whatever is happening, the truth is going to come out. So this can be in your favor, or this can be against you, depending on if you're being deceitful or not. But the giraffe spirit says, see the big picture. No matter what, you're going to be well taken care of. And look at that giraffe. I don't know if it's a him or her, but they're really happy to see you. Look at those eyelashes. Aren't these a beautiful deck? These are spirit animal oracle cards. Look at that. Look at the koala. Isn't that grand? That's a grand koala. Blessed be Brooke. Oh, Bodie. I am doing well. I feel good. It is just the best time of the year out here. The weather's beautiful. The moon is full. Hey, Rippin, you're here. What question you got for me tonight, girl? Come on. Someone. Don't make me do all the song and dance. By the way, Rippin, so there is a town here in Arkansas that I drove by recently, Monday actually, called Ripon, but it's spelled with an E, Rippen. And had I seen it in time, I would have stopped and taken a picture and sent it to you. But it was really cool. I thought about you. So, Bodie, I'm going to call you Bodie. I'm sorry. I can't. Anyway, um, you got a question for me? Anybody? Oh, come on, folks. Step right up. See the man, see the card, see the future. It is 100% free. Tipping gratefully accepted, but it is absolutely free. Slap me with a general tarot. Slap me with a general tarot. Okay. Tony. Tony, the results are in. It is 99% true that you are not the father. Okay, I'm sorry. Uh, okay, Bodie, I'll get to you. So, Tony, you are in a spiritual awakening time headed towards, wow, two things. There is a relationship coming up here, but it's a spiritual relationship. It's a hierophant. It's very traditional. And when I say traditional, what is traditional to you may not be traditional to anybody else, but it's one that you've been like waiting for. It's a very healing and blending of energy. I'm not sure who it is with, but the other side of it is there's money coming in, the beginning of money coming in. So it's a thank God, yeah. Yes, oh, here he is, the King of Pentacles. I'm picking up a Native American vibe around him. I don't know if he is Native American, but I would guess he follows that path. He's a rather serious sort. That doesn't mean he has a sense of humor, but he's very serious about what's going on. So that'll be fun. Um, what would you like to know, Bodie? Which deck? Let's start there. Do you want tarot? Do you want angel? Do you want animal, spirit animal, or do you want messenger animal cards? So this is slow tonight. There we go. Messenger animal. Okay. Messenger animal cards. Either. I love these cards. They're just so hard to shuffle. So let's see what I can come up with here. Peacock. Let yourself stand out and be noticed. What are you hiding? What are you hiding, Bodie? Because it's time to come out of your closet. And I'm not even talking like sexually, I'm talking about with your gifts. You got to let people see your gifts because the world is waiting on you. That is so amazing. Wolverine says, "You're a lot tougher than you think you are." And Roadrunner says, "Keep your sense of humor and don't take things so seriously." That's a problem with when we're feeling, when our self esteem is low, we take everything so serious. And by the way, Tony, uh, he's built roundish. And as far as the other question, it's enough. Anyway, yeah. So Bodhi, keep your sense of humor. Here's one for all of us. Take a stand for what you believe and do what feels right in spite of any judgment or disapproval from others. When we become authentic is when we no longer have to worry about what other people think. Um, Authenticity is truth. It is to thine own self be true. It is also humility. Humility isn't feeling like whatever, it is knowing exactly who we are, good and bad. And so humility is a wonderful attribute that we all can work on. We never get perfectly humble because there's always a little ego and, we worry about what other people think to a degree and all. But, as we get older, we care less and less and we get more comfortable in our own skin. And that's pretty wonderful. I love the aging process. I understand there's going to be pain. And really recently I've thought about, some of the things that I'm facing. I'm 62, and as I get older, I'm going to have to be a lot more careful about where I step and all that stuff. But that is so well worth it for what I feel inside. All right, Debbie. So you want tarot? You want angel? Do you want spirit animal, or do you want animal messenger card? And what kind of question do you have for me tonight? My choice. Messenger animal. Excuse me. Some coffee went down the wrong goozle. Rattlesnake says the experience that you're presently going through are an initiation into fulfilling the purpose as a healer. Wow. Okay. Um, when will you be able to relax? Hmm. Trust the creative spark you're feeling and express it through writing stories that will inspire and enlighten. And finally, you're being called upon to provide leadership, so trust that you're capable of doing so. When will you be able to relax? Debbie, you have never been relaxed. I have never seen you relax. So I don't know that that's in the cards for you. I don't think that I do think, I understand that you're under a lot of stress. And I get why you're asking. But I think that what you're looking at is a new direction in life, and you're in the transition period, so it's very stressful. When you finally get your calling for what you're supposed to be doing, and you're obviously, according to this, supposed to be a teacher, you've been a student this whole time. When you start being able to share your experience with other people, that's when you're going to get back into your skin. That's when you're going to feel wholesome again. Um, Trauma sucks. Duh. Trauma sucks. But, trauma is a way to propel us forward. We can either let it defeat us or we can let it propel us forward. Um, you will relax when you get comfortable, but relaxation is not what you're thinking it's going to be. But what you're feeling right now is not going to last forever. In fact, you're going to make it through these holidays and they're going to be weird. And you're going to make it through the next year, it's going to be weird. And then little by little, you're going to wake up and you're going to come out of your shell and you're going to get back into a semblance of life. It's the new normal. But you're gonna be okay, I promise. I promise. So, Tim would like a reading from the messenger animal cards, please. All right, Tim, you asked for it. I hope you're wearing your spiritual condom. This is going to be deep and meaningful. Oh, zebra. Zebra fell out. So, I will welcome. honeybee, and finally, I want one more. Come on, cars, we need one more. Okay, manatee. So Zebra said, let go of your fear and know that you are safe and protected at all times. I love that for you. I love that for me. I love that for you. Let go of your fear and know that you are safe and protected at all times. Hmm. Honeybee says, let compassion and forgiveness be your top priority in this situation. It is as I have watched you over the last few years, you become so much more gentle, not only with other people, but with yourself. It's amazing with what you've done. So Manatee says, accept the situation as it is rather than fighting to change it. I believe somewhere it says we cease fighting anything and anyone. You're 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 welcome, Debbie. Um, I do believe this goes along with your other reading that you're headed into a time where you're not going to have to fight and struggle for everything. That it takes a lot of energy, especially as we become healers. And that's what's happening. You have a very healing spirit that is coming through now that you've never had before. And you don't know what to do with it because it's you've always been the one that's had to be the bad guy, the tough guy, whatever. And you can still be that, but you don't have to be that. You know, it's okay to be gentle for a change. And that's what you're doing. The universe is laughing and laughing because all these years you've been one way and suddenly now you're going another way and you don't know what the hell to do. And it looks so good on you, Tim. Who else? Excuse me while I dab my nose. Damn allergies or not, whatever. Okay, what else? Let us see what the general outlook for the next week is going to be like. The general outlook for next week. What is it going to be like from now till next Wednesday? Because I'll be back on here again next Wednesday. We're being lied to. There is a cloud of deception over us, and it's got us reeling. We can feel it. And let me show you how this works. This is so intense. This is the card of deception. This is the card of spiritual bondage, which has to do with addiction or being misled or some type of something that is being put ahead of us between us and our higher power. And this is the card of deception being revealed. Some stuff is about to be revealed that is going to rock our world. It's going to make us angry. It's going to make other people worried as shit because they're about to get caught. But it's our wish card. We've been wanting to see this. Our ship is coming in. So this is a general thing. So this is probably societal. It may be individual too, because there is a lot of this darkness around, but things are about to take a turn for the better. But it's going to be a hell of a ride. So, as we go through things and stuff is revealed and we get all up in our emotions and stuff, remember we don't have got to. It will be easier if we keep a sense of forgiveness and compassion in all this. Hey, you made it out. Yay, Liz. Do you have a question you want for me? Please tell your fail. Hi, Candy. Yes, Sarah. I'm aware. I know who you are this week. Please tell your fail. I don't know what that means, Faye. Okay, tarot card. Let's just see what's going on. Sarah. I'm seeing you out in the sunshine. You. Ruh Sarah. Relationship energy alert. Relationship energy alert. There's one, two, three, four, five, six major arcana out of 10. The universe is fitting to bring to you love that is of a higher vibration. This is awesome. Um, oh, thank you. Yeah, so karmic, all this stuff. You're going to have some new energy coming in. You're going to have to make time for it. This is a beautiful reading. I mean, you got it going on here, girl. You were in a very, very uplifting spiritual time. The tides have turned. You're this relationship, and I don't have a person involved. Let me see if I can ask specifically about, see if we can get some type of description of who's coming in. Nina says hi. She's teaching right now. So, relationship coming in for Sarah. Yeah, they're not going to tell me. It's something though that you've been manifesting. So whatever it is that you have been like focusing on that you want in a relationship is coming true. This is the beginning. This is balance, and this is the beginning of victory. So it's a God-given gift, but it's going to be interesting to see what that is. Please keep me posted. Kimberly, you're here. Yes. Um, hey, Kimberly, you got any questions for me tonight? I'm gonna pull while we're waiting to see. Okay, Kimberly, what do you want? Tarot, uh, angel, spirit animal, or messenger animal? Hmm. Well, you know what to do. That's what the angel said. I'll do the tarot in a second, but I was sitting there shuffling the angels. Archangel Uriel, trust your inner knowledge and act upon it without delay. Without delay. Okay, you know what to do. You know, it's interesting. Kimberly, you're one of the very intuitive people that is in my life. And it's funny, we're really intuitive with other people. When it comes to ourselves, we don't trust it. And I'm pretty certain that whatever you're feeling, your gut instinct is absolutely right. So with whatever you're wanting to know, but let's find out what the tarot has to say for you. Healing. Okay, so you're going through a period of healing and abundance, which is really necessary right now. I have got to say this: healing is not always pretty. Sometimes it's painful. There's a medical process called debridement. And what it has to do with is when there is dead tissue, necrotic tissue, if it doesn't get removed, then it infects all the tissue around it. That's why, legs are amputated and so on and so forth. All right. I'll talk with you later, Sarah. I love you. Um, so you're in a time of debridement, and in that debridement is allowing you to learn a new love. This is a new love being offered. It's a very innocent love. This is messages of love. It's learning to love on a different level. I just feel like you need the angel oracle cards. I really feel like the angels are talking to you tonight. That one went flying out. Okay. Chakra clearing. Call upon me to clear. Okay. Archangel Metatron. Call upon me to clear and open your chakras using sacred geometrical shapes. Sounds like you need chakra balancing. Kimberly, sounds like you and I need to do a trade out. You think maybe we could do that? I will get you stoned and you will reiki me. Oh, that would be so awesome. After we get off here, we will figure out when's a good time for me to come visit. Oh, that would be so much fun. Okay, who else? Hercules, Hercules, Hercules. You still owe me. Well, I didn't know. I did not know. Hey, Teddy! Ooh, what you want? Tarot, angel, animal or spirit animal oracle cards or animal messenger cards? I'm so glad to see you. Are you still in Chicago or are you angel cards, please? Or are you back in Arkansas? Okay, welcome home. Let's see what the angels have to say. Indigo and crystal children. Metatron again. You have a bond with children. In particular, you can help children who are sensitive. I don't know what that means. Are you around your grandkids or something this weekend? Okay, Martha. I will check on yours in a second. Are you around your children a lot? Well, it seems like that it is time to get them going sort of on a intuitive magical journey because they're indigo children. They're very, very special. A lot of these children are being born, have been for the last 20, 30 years. Oh, 30 or more years. Chakra, you also need a chakra clearing and chakra balancing. So, okay. So, yeah, next time I see you, we need to get you stoned also. With my crystals, people. What were you thinking? Leadership. Archangel Gabriel, it's time for you to assume your leadership powers and position and lovingly guide others. It sounds like you're supposed to be a trainer. You're going to be training. So let me go back here to the Mamatha. The number 13, sir, my boyfriend Bodanda reunion when happened. Let me see if I can translate that into something. Um, I love you, Kimberly. I'll talk to you later. The reunion. Okay, so I'm assuming that you want to know about a reunion on the 13th, maybe. I'm going to pretend that what you're asking is that on the 13th, you and the person is supposed to have a reunion, and you need to know what it's going to be like. So that's what I'm going to read. If that's not it, my apologies. There you are. There you are. Oh, hey. So this is interesting. This is you, Mamatha. Mamatha. This is a fire queen. This is passionate. Very, very ready for this reunion to happen. And here's a reunion. It's a beautiful reunion. But here's the sad part. It doesn't last long enough. This is the dark night of the soul that one or the other has to leave. It's the timing is bad. So just hang in there. Well, Will, let's just do a general reading. We'll do a WTF reading. Let's just do general. I'll do the full 10 card spread and see what we can come up with. Well, the first thing I'm going to tell you is very surprising. You're overwhelmed. I know you didn't know that, but there it is. So, and it's because you don't see everything happening right away. There's stuff being revealed little in increments. It's just not, but you're not nearly as scared as you were. You're pretty grounded. And I'll tell you what, you're a whole lot stronger than you ever thought you were, and you are wiser. You're making some good decisions. So that is a really incredible time for you. You have some loving help coming. This is some type of relationship. It can be a physical relationship, but it's more of a peer friendship partnership. And it's with the opposite sex. So um, it's a really good time. You're starting on a new journey. You're getting more grounded in all this, but you're starting on a new journey. There's a lot of things happening at once. There really is. I mean, you're overwhelmed. I get that. But they're all coming together for the good. Your emotions are straightening out, and karma has its way, and everything is going to balance out, whether you believe it or not. You're going to be okay. It's just, breathe into the moment. Sometimes it's hard to take it one day at a time. Sometimes we got to take it 1 minute at a time, 5 minutes at a time. Stay out of the future if you can, and certainly stay out of the past. Worry is, I think I said this last week. I heard that worry is praying for destruction. It's manifesting destruction because what we put our thoughts into is what we create. And so if all we do is worry, of course it's going to happen. Yes, I will put this back again so you can see. I gratefully accept tips. You can cash at me or Venmo me. And if you like a reading, a regular reading, a full reading, you can contact me at rstankslee@gmail.com. And I so appreciate the people that are able to donate. And those that can, it's not a problem. These are free readings. So, okay. What else we got? Thank you, Teddy. What else you got? Mhm. Yeah, I'm glad you do, Will, because it's angel guides or general reading. A suggestion when given to do job research for Houston. Mm, okay, that's definitely. Well, I'm going to try the tarot, and then if not, we'll move on to the angel cards or the messenger cards. I'm not sure. Oh, angel guides. Oh no, I'm gonna do the angel guides because that's what I like. That I'm changing courses. Okay, so what do the angels have to say about Houston and this new opportunity? You are safe. Archangel Michael, I am protecting you against lower energies and guarding you, your loved ones, and your home. Okay, so you are safe is the key there. But I'm not sure it matters what you do because the universe has got you. Oh, here's another one. Chakra clearing. We're getting that a lot tonight, the chakra clearing. I'm going to suggest, since this is the third time it's fallen out, that You look if you don't know what the chakras are and you don't know how to balance them, then you go online and find out because we are all out of whack right now. I do chakra balancings with people, but I have to be there in person to do that. So if you're in my neck of the woods, let me know because we can hook up and I can do that. But if not, find out. There's 7 chakras I work with. The crown chakra is our connection with the universe. The third eye is the universe's connection with us. The throat is our communication. The heart is our emotion. The solar plexus is our, I call it our God print. It makes us spiritually different than anyone else, but it's also where we hold our trauma and our anxiety. That's what tightens up when we get scared. The navel chakra is our ability to give and receive love and nurturing and nourishment. And finally, the ground chakra keeps us safe and grounds us to Mother Earth. When any of those get out of whack, um, when any of those get out of whack, then we go make really bad decisions or we don't feel good. So you need a chakra clearing. And in your case, it probably has to do with your intuition. So you may want to carry around some amethyst with you. And then divine order, Archangel Regwell. Everything is how it needs to be right now. Look past the illusion and see the underlying order. If there were no right or wrongs and no negative consequences, what would you do? It's very simple to decide what it is we want. Yes, 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 Candy, absolutely. Because we're even the physical stuff, hungry, you know tired, the emotional stuff, angry, lonely, all those things, being sick, all those things knocks us out of whack. So yeah, in your case, Candy, I think a clear quartz crystal would be very good for you, get you kind of protected. Oh, so as I'm doing this, Robin, back to you. Career transition. Your life purpose is triggering a blessed career change. I guess that answers your question right there. That is Archangel Chamuel. Hmm. Right on. Thank you. Oh, right on. Clapped on your forehead, girl. Clara, hello. Could you read cards? Absolutely. Have this month. I'm studying a lot, but I'm nervous about the test. Can you choose a deck? Well, that's definitely a tarot deck reading. Okay. I don't know what they're going to do on this test, this exam. Ah, you're lying to yourself. You're going to be fine, my dear. Quit talking. It's a negative stuff in your head. This is a new journey. This is success, and here's a career thing. You're going to be fine. Get rid of that little voice inside you that says you can't. You've got this. You know your shit. You've done studied. You're good at. You just have test anxiety. So here's my suggestion for you. When you go into the test, right before you walk through the door, take 3 deep breaths and say, I got this. And don't say, I got this. Just say, I got this. When you go to take the exam, sit down, take 3 deep breaths, say, I am doing this. I am present. I know this. In the middle of the test, if you start getting tired or anxiety filled, stop. Take 3 deep breaths. I've got this. I'm doing this. And at the end of the test, take 3 deep breaths and say, thank you, universe, for getting me through this. And there's Winston, just popping in to say hi. You got a cat blessing. Oh, he is knocking all kinds of shit over. Welcome to Kittenhood. You're welcome. So, Faye wants me to do a chakra meditation. So, if you all are up for it, here's what we're going to do. I want you, wherever you're at, sit back, put your feet firmly. If you're laying down, get balanced. But if you're sitting up, put your feet on the floor, open your arms up. Don't put your hands over here, keep them at your side, be open. Take a deep breath through your nose, let it out through your mouth, and let your body start relaxing. Close your eyes, let them relax. Let your jaw relax, your shoulders and neck, your middle back, that place between your shoulders, your lower back, your hips. Your breathing is going to slow down. You got this beautiful energy happening. You got this beautiful crystal white light going in through your nose and going into your lungs and into your heart, and it's being pumped through every artery, vessel, and vein of your body. And with each breath, you're getting lighter and lighter, and anything that is not of your highest good is released. Your stomach relaxes, your hips. You can feel the energy moving down your arms and beginning to tingle, and moving down your legs and beginning to tingle all the way down to your feet. And this energy is regenerating and rejuvenating every cell, every atom of your being. And we're going to start from the ground up. And there's this beautiful, beautiful silver light coming up out of Mother Earth and going all the way up into your pelvis. And you're connected to Mother Earth. And this energy turns into a beautiful red, and it goes into your stomach, and your stomach chakra begins to open up, and you just feel love. And this energy moves up into your solar plexus, and there is an emotion that is being released. It might make you a little teary, it might make you smile, it might make you a little angry, but you just release it all. And you breathe into that, and then you go into the heart chakra and you let it relax, and you know that all the emotional things you've been through in life are simply lessons. They're taking you to the next level of love. And it's a good time in your life to stop and look at everything you've been through and know it was the most amazing journey. And it goes into your throat. And this is where that golf ball that is in your throat that you're afraid to speak your truth is removed. And it goes up into your third eye between your eyebrows. And it feels just like this opening purple light. And finally, it comes out the top of your head. And this white light goes right on up into the universe. And you are connected from Earth all the way up through every chakra to the universe. And the energy comes back down. And on the way down, it opens up your crown, your third eye, your throat, your heart, your solar plexus, your navel, and your root chakra. And in this moment, you are aligned and all is well. You are surrounded in this beautiful white light, this healing light, and you're going to take it out with you today. And you're going to sleep so well tonight, knowing that you are safe and secure. And I want you to wiggle your toes and your fingers and slowly open your eyes and look around the room and just be grateful for everything you have. Just be grateful. And that is our chakra balancing. Are you with me or did I put you to sleep? Anyway, does anybody else have any questions that you want to discuss? Any insights you need? Oh, you're welcome, Will. Thank you all for the donations you've made. And as we're winding this down, I still have time. If you have a question, now's the time to let me know. But as we're winding this down, I wish you a fabulous week ahead. Expect a miracle because you know what? We are all blessed. All this stuff are luxury problems. We have food to eat, and we have places to live, and most of us have cars to drive. And even if we don't, we all our needs are met. Focus on that for a while. Stay out of the future, stay out of the past, stay in the moment. Thank you all so much, and I will see you next week. You've got this.